houses will all fall down.
He says it's one of the best Mizrachi clips he's ever found. See through it all. Let's see if that lives up to it. Glad he's got his watermark on here.
The Torah says that United States and the Arabs will have big wars. Here, there's a whole complete book about what's going to happen between Edom and Ishmael. Edom, it's all the descendants of Esav. It's America, it's Europe, all the Europeans and the Americans.
This just sounds like verbatim what I've been saying on like every interview I ever do.
Descendants. Because Americans are Dutch, Irish, British, that came from England. And what's New York? York was in England. So they brought York to here and they made it New York. Another York. Like if Israelis will come now to here and they build a city and they call it New Jerusalem. The people here in America are all the same people from Europe. Now, the people here, it's all descendants of Esav, what the Torah call Edom. The Arabs...
All the people here, the descendants of Esau and Edom.
All the Arabs is descendants of Ishmael. One of the prophecies...
And they're all Ishmael. And they created two Abrahamic religions, Noahide religions, and pinned them against each other for an end times war where they destroy each other, according to their script. No lies detected. Where is this wrong? You either have to say it's God's plan and God's script, and God's blueprint, his agenda, his prophetic agenda, or it's theirs. It's the people that fabricated the God in their image. You can't be chosen without a God to choose you. It's like in convincing the rest of the world, half the world, that you're actually chosen by God. Chosen by God. The prophets of God, the priests that want to control the nations with religious mind control, that they're chosen.
Before the end, the descendants of Ishmael and the descendants of Edom will have a big war between them. It's already happened. America attacked Iraq, soon by Iran. Afghanistan, we go now soon.
Started with 9/11, which they brag is predicted in the Zohar. The big city in Edom, the buildings will fall in the big city of Edom, and the date of the Hebrew year right next to when 9/11 happened. Can you believe it? What a coincidence! Also, that there's no way that all these things could be a coincidence. Not even close.
It goes from one country to the other. This is all Ishmael, all these countries. It's going to be period of time that the Americans and the Arabs will have a serious battle. But not for too long. At one point, after they'll kill each other, they will wake up and make a peace agreement. They say, wait a minute, why we are killing one another? We are not really supposed to kill one another. Our main enemies are the Jews. You hear people like this in America already saying it. We don't have problem between us. All our problem is because we're protecting Israel.
Hold on, what did he say?
Kill one another. Our main enemies are the Jews. We are not really supposed to kill one another. Our main enemies are the Jews. You hear people like this in America already saying it.
Who do people like this in America sound like? Who's he talking about right now? The Muslim-Christian alliance you're seeing largely happening on X.
At one point, after they'll kill each other, they will wake up and make a peace agreement. They say, wait a minute, why we are killing one another?
I mean, it's easy to predict that a faction of Christianity and Islam could come together against the Jews because they both see Jesus as a messianic figure. It's not a hard prediction to make that would inevitably happen with some people.
We are not really supposed to kill one another. Our main enemies are the Jews. You hear people like this in America already saying it. We don't have problem between us. All our problems
like Nick Fuentes and Andrew Tate.
They will turn together with the Europeans because it's going to be all the descendants of Esav against Israel.
All the descendants of Esau and Ishmael against Jacob.
They come on Israel to force Israel to give up the land, to occupy Jerusalem. And that's the war I just described.
They're going to force Israel to give up the land, i.e., this peace agreement, this potential peace agreement that Trump and Kushner and these countries that just declared Palestine a state, there's a peace covenant involved in their end time script. That's why I'm saying there's going to be this big. Have they not been like foreshadowing the big Trump Kushner peace deal with the West Bank all over? It's like it's all planned out. It's all according to the script.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Muslim-Christian alliance, the Chrislam Noahides. Well put, guys.
But when God will interfere, it's going to be the final revenge against those nations that made the Jews suffer for the last 3,300 years. The suffering that we have from them never started this generation. It was always like this.
Revenge of the Empire. That'll be another one. Ziov Wars, Revenge of the Empire. I think I already did Revenge of something for the series. Every show is just going to be called Zio Wars and then another title maybe at this point.
revenge against those nations that made the Jews suffer for the last 3,300 years.
Revenge against the nations.
Never start this generation. It was always like this. We always suffer from Esav, the Christian Inquisitions and all the others. We always suffer from Ishmael.
All about their suffering from the two spin-off religions that are Esau and Ishmael. Coincidentally, they're two patriarchs. Here's another one.
That before Mashiach will come, the Torah says that before Mashiach will come, there's going to be a huge war in the world.
Before their Messiah can come, they're like, oh, we want Mashiach now. That means there has to be a huge war. Same with Christians believe the Antichrist has to take over and wars have to happen before Jesus returns. The same. It makes you implicitly still want a big war. A big war has to happen before Messiah comes. And they say, when the Messiah comes, America will be destroyed. Edom will be destroyed in this big war. We're not talking just a couple fringe rabbis. This is widespread throughout Orthodox Judaism. This is real Judaism. These are the real rabbis, not these reform rabbis that disagree and have some watered-down interpretation, some pillful, watered-down, not real Judaism interpretation. This is real Judaism.
The Torah says that before Mashiach will come, there's going to be a huge war in the world. It's called Gog uMagog. A very serious war. 250 years ago, the Vilna Gaon.
Gaon of Vilna, exactly. He was saying this, calling Russia Gog. As I say so many times, I've read both the two books about him. Hol Ketor, the turtle dove. Let's see here. I saw a good comment. Oh, yeah. Jack Stone says, this prophecy is how they control us. Dune 2. Quote from Dune 2. It is true. The messianic prophecy is how they control us. So, such powerful lines from that movie. This prophecy is how they control us.
The Vilna Gaon in Vilna.
You can say their prophecies are real. They have the power of prophecy like all Christians and Muslims do. Or you can say you were never chosen and your prophecies are a con like we do. That's the real green pill. That's the real opposition.
He told his students that the last war will end in a period of 9 minutes. The entire world will be destroyed in 9 minutes. Everybody laughed.
Yeah, Primordial Chaos says, Vilna Gaon, pre-19th century Zionist. Weird how the atheists never mentioned this. Yeah, he was a Zionist Kabbalist. Kabbalah Zionism. Even before Herzl. Exactly. And there were many even before him. It goes back to when it was destroyed, basically. Zionism was built in there.
Because in his generation, they just invented a gun. And how was the first gun? You have a powder. You got to put some powder inside. You move it, and you shoot one bullet. Then you have to clean it. You put some powder. You shoot another bullet. In a generation like this, how exactly you destroy the world in 9 minutes? Today, I don't have to explain you how you destroy the world in 9 minutes, right? 5, 6 atomic missiles, bombs from one country to the other. Everything is collapsed. So, how is it going to happen?
Gaon of Vilna also said that through the technology and Kabbalah, they will hasten their messianic age. So through the technology of warfare also is an important part of that.
Who are brave can open later on the book of Zechariah 14. He described the last war. The last war over there in Zechariah, there's no doubt that he's speaking about an atomic war. No doubt. Because he described over there that all the nations will go against Israel to attack Jerusalem, all of them, and they will make a revolution in Israel. A horrible thing will happen in the beginning of this war. Many, many people will get killed. The ladies will run all over. They're going to rape the ladies. Many people will run to the desert, try to hide everywhere they can. But from a moment that God interfered with this war, He's going to bring on them such a disaster that they're going to try to help one another, these goyim, the Gentiles. When they're going to grab one another, try to get them out, their hands will melt and their eyes will spill out of their holes. What does it tell you? How an eyes of a person spill
Nuclear
like
war.
water. You understand? Classic describe that there will be a complete darkness.
Complete darkness. They're talking all about nukes. Here's a new See Through It All clip. New rabbi. Never seen this rabbi before, but another one for the 1,000th time confirming they identify Edom as America. I gotta translate. Hold on, it's fast too. Get ready. It's fast. Rabbi Yitzhak said, on the year of the King Messiah will be revealed. All the leaders of the nations will be provoking each other. During the year in which Moshiach is going to be revealed, there will be a world war. All the nations will start fighting with each other. It's starting to happen. Ukraine, Russia. But now more are joining. China. Now listen to this. Now that you are about to hear the bomb, the king of Persia, Iran, will provoke the king of Arabia, Saudi Arabia. Happening or not happening. Everything I'm reading you now is not the news. It's something that was written thousands of years ago, Midrashim, thousands of years ago. And the king of Arabia goes to consult with Edom, America, with Trump. Do you hear this? I'm not making this up. There are people who say, I had a vision, I'm reading to you. The writing of the rabbis. Also, that's why I'm not afraid to say these are things that are written thousands of years ago. Such a strength that our sages had. And the king of Arabia goes to consult with Edom. The king of Persia retracts and destroys the entire world. Wait, hold on. Who Persia destroys the entire world? A lot of the rabbis in the last show I did were saying how Ishmael versus Esau, Ishmael destroys Edom, and then they're destroyed afterwards. We planned it thousands of years ago. Yeah, don't talk about an ancient conspiracy, i.e. their whole religion against the Goyim, against the nations for world domination. That's a myth and a trope and an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. Forget the hours and hours of rabbis just fanatically explaining it all verbatim with what we're saying. This is so clown world that this is the world we live in. Destroys the entire world. Do you see the look on his face when he says it? How happy he is? Another rabbi wrote that Iran will attack in the end and destroy, but here I want you to stop for a moment. A little scary. I want you to hear the rest and why he's not afraid. All the nations of the world will be shaking and will be terrified. There will be fear and anxiety in the world. There is stress. And they will say, where will we run? Now comes the part relevant to us. In Israel, Jews will say, where will we go? And God responds to the Jewish people. My children, do not fear. Now this I want us to put in our hearts. My children, do not fear. Everything I did, I only did for you. What are you scared of? Do not fear. The time of your redemption has come. My dear brothers, there is nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. God tells us when this prophecy comes about, do not fear. Time of your redemption has arrived. It's like a death cult. Like right when you think everybody's going to destroy you and genocide you, then you're going to be saved by the Messiah. Christians have the same thing too. Right when the Antichrist takes over and all the prophecies and the tribulation and the rapture, then the Messiah will come in the clouds. And this isn't just like some fringe thing, some obscure things. This is the foundations of the religions, the Abrahamic religions that have dominated humanity, and still do today. Look at Pompeo. Look at all the people around Trump. Look at all the people around Netanyahu. Look at all these Muslim countries. And their Mahdi and their Dajjal and their prophecies as well.